All right, I'm back. A little different garage project. So, turn off by flipping that over so I can see what it is like. Oh, look at that. So, this is a Harbor Freight 12,000 pound winch. Last time I went to use it. Let's see. I didn't hook that bad boy up. Whenever I hit the switch button, clicky clicky, nothing. A lot of research online said when you have that problem, most likely the solenoid valve, or not, yeah, solenoid valve thing was bad. In the process of messing with it, I screwed it up bad enough. This one went bad. Little eBay and Amazon, something, I don't know. Found a new one, found a replacement, got it put on there. Couldn't find any research that really told me what all the wires, see, not gonna get the cat out of the bag there. What the wires here on the motor did and how it was all, I mean, there's a yellow, a black, a red, and a ground. That was all pretty simple, but nothing that really said what the red did, what was positive, what was negative, how it was all supposed to work. As I was researching how this bad boy was supposed to work, I kind of started getting a feeling of what was going on here. Kind of came to the conclusion that both of these were going to be positive. One of them was this way through the coils and the other one was the other way through the coils, and this was going to be my negative. I mean, old guy told me one time electricity's kind of like an enclosed water system. There's your water tower, and it just goes out and comes back. So I knew it was coming out here into the solenoid valve and going out here, or going out here through one of these. Finally got my meter out. And with it on the continuity thing, I started just checking continuity. All right, there. So got flow through there. I had flow through there, which told me, okay, this is going to be my negative going through the motor because nothing there on the black and yellows. Okay, so continuity there. So it comes around, I should have continuity there, and didn't. And I've had that motor apart, I don't know how many times trying to figure out what was going on. The other night when I finally got to this, and I had tone there, no tone there, I got to inspect and went to figure out what was going on, and hey, that's not supposed to happen. I've already trimmed back the insulation, but basically the the copper, I don't know if you can see that color or not. Zoom in on that. That's good. Where we go? Where are we? That's like black, and that's after I've, you see the dust coming off, knocked all the some of the corrosion off of it. The copper is just corroded horrendously. It actually corroded completely off inside this connection. The only thing holding the wire to the connector was this bit of heat shrink tubing. So, being kind of the redneck engineer that I am, I got out everybody's favorite tool, vice grips, and we gently, that's not, yeah, but very gently made a connection there. So now I definitely have a connection. And now, when I, ooh, hey, that's a motor running. And it goes both directions just like it's supposed to. So finally, after a lot of head scratching, figured out bad connection, bad wire. Shouldn't be a horrible fix. I think this is 2-gauge wire. It's not as heavy as 1, but it's definitely heavier than 4. But Tractor Supply had a 4-gauge, so I'm gonna slap a 4 on there and we'll see what happens. So, and then I got a couple of these other wires I gotta take off because I got some of these keeper nuts to get back in here to hold the, well, this one, and then when I replace this one, hold that stuff together. So anyway, I'm gonna get all that put back together, and hopefully that will have this big winch back up and running. So anyway, for anybody that has one of these winches, your yellow and black are going to be your positive with different directions through the engine, or through the motor. The red is the negative on the top side, and then there's a black on the bottom side that is your ground. And one other thing that's important, if you can see this or not, there's also a small gauge ground wire that comes off this bottom terminal that goes up here and to the side of the box. When we first got it, that was the culprit. This had been smashed and broken. As you can see, I spliced it back together, and that got it working for a little while, and then corrosion set in, and wow, I don't know if that dust shows up or not, but yeah. And I tried to maybe try and save this cable. I started cutting into the insulation to see how far back the corrosion went, and I was, you know, an easily 3 inches probably from where originally. I suppose I could have put a new end on it, but like $8, whole new cable. So we're gonna try this out, and hopefully this will work. And so anyway, anybody working on a Harbor Freight winch that won't work, just goes clicky click. Hopefully that'll help speed up your process a lot quicker than mine. Anyway, I'll be back.